Hello, and how's everyone doing? Welcome back to our channel. I got here for you all today a What's New video showcasing some quick updates to the things happening with ARCHIBUS. We've got a good focus around V24 and some tidbits for the upcoming next version. I'm Tiffany Lamb with Horizant. We're a third-party vendor of ARCHIBUS based in Canada. And with that said, let's get started. So first up, we've got the 2019 Verdactics capability scores. These friendly folks are the ones who do independent research comparing all the like technology, and one of their areas of focus is, of course, IWMS products. And on that front, among 16 like competitors, ARCHIBUS has been ranked top in these categories on the left there. Furthermore, in the quadrant on the right there is the green quadrant. It represents the momentum and the capabilities. What we see here is that ARCHIBUS still sits there on the Leaders League from the data that Verdactics has provided us. All right, so let's also cover a bit of today's video, which is going to be these fronts here and showcasing how you can leverage V24 as well. So let's come back and show you the updated interface as well as the home pages. So with that, let's get to our product here. All around a new, cleaner look and feel that's been available since version 24. We've been seeing the updated interfaces featuring cleaner colors, more HTML5, and on that front, we'll also bring that conversation up again. But you certainly can define your homepage metrics as displayed in various ways in these additional features where we've got the building metrics that are focused up to showing up to 3 different key metrics at the key locations. You can also have these donut graphs that also do the trending performance and do drill downs. So we can drill down by a building location, understand where our headaches are coming from, and of course, drill down to get to additional reports with that. Also, you can feature multiple scorecards on your homepage, multiple alerts as well, which is great. And if you would like to understand more how you can best utilize your product, certainly reach out to your Horizant account manager with that. So we've got another little quick treat for you, which in terms of an example homepage, because this one is going to be very much driven out of that Internet of Things, which involves sensor data, and it's certainly very strong in terms of popularity within the facilities management world and only continues to do so. It's based on, in terms of the data, what you're seeing, it's normalizing and summarizing the sensor data feeds on employee comfort and user experience, and particularly how it relates to sensor temperature readings. We can agree that there's many cases that the aggregated data from these sensors become very useful in the decision-making process and how we can best make use of our facilities and assets. And if you're someone who's looking into a lot of sensor technology and you really have that interest as well to explore how we can bring that out with the ARCHIBUS reporting capabilities, we'd love to hear your feedback. Drop us a line here on our YouTube channel as well. Now, let's go ahead and show the next piece there, which is going to be kind of that workplace portal. Now, when this piece here came out, I believe I first mentioned it would have been under a package called Essentials at the time. But actually, ARCHIBUS version 24 comes with this new workplace portal. So the Essentials package, at the time, it was meant for the ARCHIBUS Cloud. And ARCHIBUS has since then renamed it to Foundations as that particular package. But this particular portal that we're focused on is the intake for us that as end users to make requests. And this works on the phone, it works on the web. It's all part of version 24, especially if you're used to using the enterprise version of ARCHIBUS. You're able to receive all these intakes methods and have them display accordingly to the users from the key items that they're using right now to see the intake. And that could be anything from service desk when you go ahead and create a request. It could be pushing it to a building ops console. As you can see here, as the end user, I can also see my request and what their current progress is. When you deal with reservations, booking meeting spaces and things like that, all these requests also roll up to the proper area for reservations. We can go ahead and book meeting spaces, select the time frames, fill out the rest of the details. And then we're done. We can also deal with booking a working desk, and that will roll up into your hoteling functionality. We can also go here and request a move respectively. So I can request for myself or someone else. If I'm a manager here, I can also request a group move. In this case here, as this particular user, I can request to make an individual move as part of my limitations as the role-based account that has only the rights to request for themselves. So finish that up as move my equipment to. All right, so now we'll go ahead and show you the next function here, which is going to be our move console. So once you've made that request, we'll be able to start seeing all the details pop up into our new move console. It's a piece that groups all the moves together, whether it's singular or team-based, and it offers a very much more streamlined approach to the whole matter of managing the moves. Right here, you can see our requests as well as the ones we just made right there, allowing us to pull up additional details, deal with the same functions we're used to in terms of managing the move, from specifying all the details of how far we need to update any additional concepts, approve, deal with additional actions. And back on this move, we certainly have the abilities to do some quick updates. For example, quick bulk updates, merge as well. I can route it for approval if I'm not the approver, or if I'm that person as well, we can go ahead and keep pushing these items so that they get closer towards completion. Now, the next thing is going to be talking about the HTML5. So Adobe Flash, it's reaching that end of life by the end of 2020. So no doubt you've seen all these warnings before, and many browsers, they've been starting to block off Flash over the past year. So let's go and show you some of the new version 24 HTML5 reports that no longer need to use these Flash elements. So first off, we do want to showcase the HTML5 Editable Grid. This framework is part of version 24, and this here is the Service Console, which is part of that whole cloud-based Foundations package, where we get a streamlined look of all the income and the intakes that could come from that workplace portal. And that's everything from moves, requests, work orders, and such. With the whole HTML5 functionality, we certainly have the ability to do drag and drops. If I wanted to rearrange the way the functionality of my report works, I can also add additional columns. For example, assign to or location. You see how we can add all these items there for us. And it's going to be very exciting for us to see more reports with this functionality as we get future updates with the new grids. Next up, we were going to start showcasing some HTML5-based Gantt charts. Now, especially if you've been using project management, you'll certainly notice this new GUI. It looks super slick. With the project Gantt, you're certainly able to deal with the same functions of changing timelines if you're adding times to a work package or a work action item. And with this item here, you can certainly drag and drop and create predecessors. So if I am trying to make sure the first item is now a predecessor to the next action, it now updates, and due to dependency items, has reshifted dates for me. And let's do the same there. As well as we're able to deal with the other functions that we're used to, such as exporting. Next up, we have the HTML5 calendars. So in this calendar is focused around compliance, but all the other calendars, such as the move calendars, they've been updated as well for HTML5 functionality. Here I can view the different details about the calendar of the events by their different colors representing what's been missed and what's been completed in their status legends. And we can go to future timelines easily enough, as well as look at a year view on all upcoming activities. And last but not least, everyone's been asking for a calendar view in Reservations. Well, you've asked for it. No more waiting. Here's the concept of the new Reservations. We can expect it to look very similar to this. It's going to start appearing on the ARCHIBUS cloud first, and with the HTML5 controls and the calendar views, that would be also released within version 25, which is going to be the next version coming up. But it allows you to select and sort rooms and see the reservation times here, as you can see there, as well as compare different employee schedules. And we can certainly interact, view the details about the meetings. It's all web-based here, and get a good update about our booking for our rooms. And this functionality also extends to the multi-room conference calls. So again, I mentioned it a little earlier, but that's right. The next version of the release is version 25. But that's all I got for you, folks, for this update. We'll be releasing more information as it comes along. Until then, stay safe and have an amazing weekend. We'll see you later.